Welcome to Localite, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about something that I'm actually very excited about, and it's small business development. And with me in the studio today is Merrill, and she is the director of the Small Business Development Center up at Columbia Gorge Community College. So, Mary, thank you for coming on. I'm excited to talk to you.
I'm just delighted to be here.
Well, we appreciate it. So let's start off with free, because free is something that people really get excited about. And your program helps businesses, and they don't even have to pay for this.
They don't, because they've already paid it. If you're paying your federal and state and local and property taxes and all of your taxes, we are supported through 3 different funding streams. One is the federal government for the Small Business Administration. Obviously, if you pay your federal taxes, a tiny bit of that goes to the SBA. Another portion is lottery dollars, so go.
Yeah.
With the state of Oregon. And then our community college supports the Small Business Development Center, and colleges are supported both through state funds and the property taxes. So, yeah.
Wow,
done.
I love it. Mm-hmm. So what kind of services do you offer?
We help existing businesses to become stronger during the economy, expand their marketing and their opportunities for business. So, for example, one of the things that I've done recently is we're really working with some of the construction companies that the construction industry is suffering,
Sure.
obviously. And so what we have done is help them to become registered with the federal registry for construction so that they can bid on contracts, and the state registry, the Oregon Procurement Information Network, which is a state registry for any kind of business that might be selling their products to the state of Oregon, the government agencies. So those are the kinds of things we do with existing businesses. With startups, we help them walk them through the whole process of, how do I get my name registered, and do I need a license here, and what happens if I want to do a food business, and what agencies are involved with that. So,
and do you only work with emerging or small businesses, or can they be larger as well and come to you for advice, basically?
Well, yes, they can. The federal government defines small business. The Small Business Administration, more or less, it depends on the industry, but for the definition at the federal level is 500 employees or less. Well, that's a pretty big business in our region.
Especially in this region,
yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And
so really anybody can come and get assistance from our office.
Very good. And then so if somebody wanted to, say, was looking to buy a business, and maybe they were a first-time business owner, but they were looking to buy, or they've been a long-time business owner and they're looking to sell, you guys assist with that as well?
As a matter of fact, this morning, less than 20 minutes ago, I had someone in my office that is looking to buy a business, and they were working cooperatively with the seller of the business, brought in the financial statements. We plugged all of the tax information in the financial statements into a program that we call Optimus 7, and it produces really significant financial analysis reports, and within an hour and a half I had this package to be able to hand back to him that he could take both to the seller of the business and to the bank to say, here's how this business is performing, and here's some changes that we would be making based upon. Whenever anyone buys a business, they always make some kind of changes.
Sure.
So, yes, that's absolutely what we do.
That's exciting.
It's really fun.
Yeah. Well, and then you guys even because everybody, one of the, I would assume, downfalls of small businesses is not being able to completely understand their financial picture and keeping track of that and understanding their profit and loss and their assets and all of those things. And QuickBooks, obviously, is a software that many people know about. And you guys also give some instruction and assistance with the program itself.
We do. We offer classes that we do charge a fee for, but in terms of the counseling, I have twice now within the last 3 months actually did house calls for businesses that were having problems with their QuickBooks, and they really didn't understand. There were just a few challenges that they were having, and so I'm able to go to their place of business, take a look, sit side by side with their bookkeeper and say, tell me about this transaction, how did you put that in, or what was your thinking behind this or that? And it really helps them because it's on their terms and their place at their time, whenever it's convenient for them.
That's amazing.
And you know, we help them. Those things are important because if you can get those straightened out, and you're looking at going for another loan or expanding your business, the first thing that's going to happen is the bank's going to want to see, I want to see your tax returns and your financial statements. And if they're not in order, then it just delays the process of progress for a business.
Right. So the Small Business Development Center, it's not exclusive to the Gorge. I mean, these agencies are actually all over the country. There's like more than 1,000 or something?
There's more than 1,000 in the nation, and in the state of Oregon there are 19 of them. And so somewhere, anywhere in the state of Oregon, you are near a small business development center.
That's great. I had no idea there were so many of them.
Yeah.
And do you think people generally don't even realize these are out there? Because I certainly didn't.
Well, part of the challenge is that our work is confidential.
Okay.
And unless you, John, if as a John Q of the public comes to me and we give you assistance and you give us permission to write you up as a success story or take some video and do all of that, you're not going to ever know that we touched your business because that's the nature of our business.
Right. Okay.
So that's one of the challenges. But we do have clients that are more than happy to sing the praises of the help that they've been given.
Yeah. Well, where did the program start? Who started it?
In 1980, the federal government started with an act of Congress for the Small Business Administration to expand their services for managing businesses assistance. And so it started with the federal government in 1980. And then in 1983, Senator Bill Bradley, then Senator Bill Bradley, Oregon Senator Bill Bradley, championed a bill in the Oregon legislature to support the Oregon Small Business Development Center network. So locally, the Small Business Development Center started in 1983, and Lane Community College was a leader in Eugene, was a leader in a program they had already had in existence for supporting businesses. And so they just expanded that and started with the network in Eugene, drawing on the expertise of Sandy Cutler, who was the first director of the state network of small business development centers.
Okay.
Because he had leadership in that area, and so that's how it began in Oregon. And then it spun out different. It didn't suddenly 19 centers appeared. It took time for them to develop in the community colleges, and there's 3 universities where that are associated with the small business developments are associated with. One of them is Southern Oregon University, Eastern Oregon U, and OIT, Oregon Institute of Technology.
Okay.
The rest of them are in all of the community colleges throughout the state.
Cool stuff. Well, we're going to continue talking about this when we return from the break, but when we do come back, I want to talk about some of those success stories that you mentioned. So you guys, we'll be right back. We've got Small Business Development Center on the show today. See you in a minute.